The Shining, Apollo 11, and Manifest Destiny, space, madness, and conquering everything in sight. Stanley Kubrick's The Shining is a cinematic masterpiece that defies easy interpretation. Is it about ghosts? Cabin fever? The toxicity of unchecked ambition? Or is it, as conspiracy theorists passionately argue, an elaborate confession that Kubrick faked the Apollo 11 moon landing? Whether or not you buy into the tinfoil hat crowd, one thing is certain: The Shining is a brilliant allegory for America's relentless drive to conquer, expand, and plant flags where no flags need planting. From Manifest Destiny to NASA's space race, Kubrick weaves a tapestry of ambition gone wrong, showing us the dark side of human and American obsession with domination. Manifest Destiny and the Overlook Hotel, a haunted frontier. Let's start with the Overlook Hotel, which is literally built on a Native American burial ground. If that isn't the perfect metaphor for Manifest Destiny, I don't know what is. The hotel's grandeur, its opulence, and its utter disregard for the land it stands on scream: "We're taking this space, and we don't care who or what was here before." This mirrors America's 19th century quest to conquer the continent at all costs. The phrase Manifest Destiny was a polite way of saying, "We're going west, and if you're in our way, tough luck." Much like Jack Torrance hacking his way through a bathroom door, Manifest Destiny wasn't subtle. It was about expansion, power, and the belief that this land, and everything on it, was there for the taking. The Overlook Hotel, with its blood-soaked carpets and malevolent aura, is the ultimate symbol of this unchecked ambition. It's big, bold, and American in all the worst ways. It doesn't just haunt its inhabitants, it consumes them. Jack Torrance's descent into madness is what happens when you try to conquer something that was never meant to be conquered. He doesn't just lose his mind. He becomes a victim of the Overlook's insatiable hunger for dominance. Much like those who pursued Manifest Destiny, often found themselves consumed by its darker consequences. Apollo 11, Manifest Destiny goes galactic. Now let's talk about Apollo 11, the crown jewel of NASA's space race. The moon landing wasn't just a scientific achievement, it was a statement. By planting the American flag on the lunar surface, the United States declared space as the next frontier to conquer. It was Manifest Destiny in a shiny spacesuit, a declaration that even the cosmos weren't safe from human ambition. The parallels to The Shining are almost too perfect. Just as the Overlook was built on stolen land, Apollo 11's mission was less about scientific discovery and more about staking a claim. Neil Armstrong's famous words, "One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind," might as well have been, "One small step for man, one giant leap for Manifest Destiny." And let's not ignore the staggering hubris of it all. The Apollo program wasn't just about reaching the moon, it was about beating the Soviet Union to it. Much like the Overlook Hotel's over-the-top grandeur, Apollo 11 was a display of power, a flex that said, "We're better, stronger, and more determined than anyone else." The moon didn't need conquering, just like the Overlook didn't need a caretaker who was one bad day away from swinging an axe. But America couldn't resist. Danny's Apollo 11 sweater, a cosmic Easter egg. Kubrick, never one to shy away from hidden messages, gave us one of The Shining's most iconic images: Danny Torrance wearing an Apollo 11 sweater. Theories abound as to its significance. Is it Kubrick's confession that he staged the moon landing? A cheeky nod to America's obsession with dominance? Or just a really cool sweater? Whatever the case, the Apollo 11 sweater is a perfect encapsulation of the film's themes. Danny, the innocent child, represents the hope and promise of humanity. His sweater, a nod to one of America's greatest achievements, suggests the boundless potential of human ambition. But as we know, the Overlook doesn't care about innocence or potential. It chews Danny up and spits him out, just as unchecked ambition often destroys the very things it seeks to elevate. The madness of expansion. Jack Torrance's descent into madness mirrors the darker side of Manifest Destiny and the space race. Both were driven by ambition, but both came with a cost. Jack wanted to write the great American novel, but his obsession led him to alienate his family, lose his sanity, and ultimately become a pawn of the Overlook's malevolence. Similarly, America's drive to conquer the West, and later, space, came at a cost: environmental destruction, cultural erasure, and the moral compromises of Cold War politics. And let's not forget the sheer absurdity of it all. Jack typing all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy over and over is the perfect metaphor for humanity's repetitive, often pointless pursuit of domination. He's working hard, but for what? The same could be said of the space race. Sure, we got to the moon, but what did we do once we got there? Planted a flag, took some pictures, and left. It's the ultimate been there done that move, much like Jack's aimless typing. Final thoughts. A cautionary tale in space and time. At its core, The Shining is a cautionary tale about ambition run amok. Whether it's Jack Torrance trying to conquer his writer's block, America conquering the West, or NASA conquering the moon, the message is clear: unchecked ambition comes with consequences. The Overlook Hotel, much like space, is vast, mysterious, and ultimately indifferent to human desires. You can't conquer something that doesn't want to be conquered, and trying to do so might just drive you mad. So, the next time you gaze at the moon or consider booking a winter stay at a remote hotel, remember Jack Torrance, Danny's Apollo 11 sweater, and the haunting echoes of Manifest Destiny. And maybe, just maybe, resist the urge to plant a flag.